This is Scott here, and based on what you've told me and the little I know about you and your quiz, your number one construction profit blocker is what we call RMB. Now here's what that means exactly. RMB, or risk management blocker, is preventing you from executing profitable projects. Now you might be wondering, what does RMB have to do with your transforming your construction business into a profitable operation? Effective risk analysis and management is fundamental to delivering your projects on time and within budget. It is often the unidentified hazards for which the provision has not been made that will have the most significant impact on a project, causing cost overruns, scope creep, resource consumption, and schedule delays. Quantitative risk analysis, which is entirely dependent on the quantity and the accuracy of your data, is the more common methodology used by contractors to consider the effect of risk. Now here's the thing. The biggest mistake that contractors make when it comes to risk management is just adding an arbitrary 10% contingency to manage the risk. While this may be expedient, it is often the Achilles heel that leads to unprofitable projects. Often the excuse is estimator is using the bulk of their time performing clerical work to complete the quantity takeoff, or QTO, leaving very little time for actual estimating and scheduling the project, and even less time to quantify and analyze the risk. To further agitate the RMB, there is no assurance that the foundation data used to benchmark the risk in an analysis or contingency has been captured correctly, completely, and in a usable manner. Now, you've probably experienced this dilemma in your construction business. Risk management is an afterthought. Maybe you've even gone and taken countless courses, spent many hours of looking at different risk management strategies, but for some reason you can't consistently execute profitable contracts. And it's frustrating because you see your competition being rewarded with more opportunities. You've heard of the contractors who've invested thousands of dollars in systems, and you say, why didn't I take that action myself? Here's the thing. What's critical is it's about getting the process correct before you invest in costly software. That is what I help contractors with all day, every day. In fact, I coach and mentor contractors through the process of using technology, and I help people identify the right strategy that is right for you. What I would like to do now is talk a little bit more about what that experience is like when you have an opportunity to work with me and my team, and what we focus on the moment we begin together. Let me explain. Overhead costs amount to a sizable portion of the cost of any project, and failure by the contractor to adequately project these costs can make the difference between a profitable project and a failure. It's not uncommon for a construction company to spend 20 to 25% of its revenues on project overhead while retaining less than 5% of its revenues as profit. While your number one construction profit blocker is what we call RMB, or risk management blocker, the root cause is the process behind building your estimate and your execution plan. If we can show you a way to substantially reduce your overhead costs, provide a competitive advantage, analyze and proactively manage your risk, and improve your opportunity to consistently perform profitable projects, would you be interested in a free, no obligation, sample digital MTO and labor detail estimate for a small $50,000 or less project? Coda USA supports most industrial disciplines, including mechanical and electrical, instrumentation, structural steel, civil, specialty services such as insulation, painting, and sheet metal. The attached mechanical pipe fabrication and installation project is an example of converting analog or paper documents into digital details. The detailed information is then transformed into a material takeoff and quantified labor functions, all in a fraction of the time and without manual transposition of data. If you provide us with a scope of work, drawings, and specifications for your small $50,000 or less construction project, Coda USA Inc. will give you a free, no obligation digital MTO and labor detail estimate. Please tell us who you would like us to send the digital details to so we can follow up. Once again, my name is Scott, and I would like to personally thank you for considering Coda USA Inc. If you are sincerely interested in transforming your construction business into a profitable operation, we will be pleased to discuss Coda USA Inc.'s digital conversion takeoff services, terms of service, cost of services, and non-disclosure agreements. When you provide us with your next project, RFP, we can give you a lump sum quotation and a firm delivery date for our technical services. There are no surprises. There is a better way to use technology in the construction industry.